All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the June 1st, 2021 Development Review Committee meeting. We're going to call the meeting to order. It is 9:03 a.m. Just for self-introductions, my name is Eric Scher, the Community Development Director.
Cody Helling, Deputy City Engineer.
Gabriel Rivera, Assistant Planner.
Richard Martinez, Public Works Department.
And then I'm bringing in Jessica Estrella, Deputy Fire Marshal as well, so she'll be joining us shortly. This is the time set aside on this morning's meeting for public comment on items that are not on the agenda. So anybody that wishes to speak at this time for items that are not listed on today's agenda, now would be your opportunity. Anybody that wishes to participate in today's meeting will need to email their phone number into planning@cityoflaverne.org. And then we will call you at the appropriate time. At this point, there is no request for public comment. So I am going to move on to the next item on today's agenda, which is the approval of minutes from the May 18th Development Review Committee meeting. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Motion carries 3-0. Next is a project review. This is a tentative parcel map for 2317 through 2371 Foothill Boulevard. Assistant Planner Gabriel Rivera has his report. Gabriel.
Thank you, Eric. So today we'll be reviewing case number 3321 TPN, which will be a tentative parcel map proposal to split an existing parcel into two at 2317 through 2371 Foothill Boulevard. The existing parcel used to be an existing conforming 5.95 acre parcel. And the split will be consistent with the Laverne Municipal Code and Foothill Boulevard specific plan zone. The existing structure will remain on site and there will be no development proposals at this time. Also, the Laverne subdivision ordinance authorizes that the Development Review Committee make the determinations on the tentative parcel map applications. Staff recommends that the ERC review this application and approve the tentative parcel map based on findings and conditions contained in this report. So the applicant, Laverne Venture LLC, courtesy of Stone Creek Company, is the owner of the parcel at 2317 to 2371 Foothill Boulevard. In March of 2016, Stone Creek Company received a approval for a conditional use permit, case number 93-15 CUP, to allow the Pomona Valley Hospital Medical Center to operate a medical facility in an anchor tenant space at the shopping center. A precise plan review under case number 9415 PPR for facade enhancements and other improvements at the shopping center was also approved in conjunction with the CUP. So as stated, the project is located within the Foothill Boulevard specific plan with a zoning designation of commercial and a general plan designation that's commercial as well. There are existing structures on site, but no structures are proposed to be demolished with this parcel split. On April 5th, 2021, the applicant submitted an application for a tentative parcel map, which would add a new lot line, creating two new parcels. The applicants are proposing these parcel changes in order to separate the existing medical use, which was the Pomona Valley Health Center, from the existing retail uses in the shopping center. The applicant isn't proposing any new construction or changes to the existing site plan. Property of 2317 to 2371 Foothill Boulevard is located in the Pomona Valley Health Center Plaza, which is located within the Foothill Boulevard specific plan zone. The Foothill Boulevard specific plan zone does state that lots and parcels must have a minimum width of 250 feet and a minimum depth of 300 feet. The specific plan also states that lots/parcels must have a minimum area of 75,000 square feet. As shown on attachment C, parcel 1 of the proposal will have a depth of 400 feet and a width of 495.04 feet. And parcel 2 of the proposal will have a depth of 756.11 feet and a width of 317.61 feet. Parcel 1 will feature a lot area of 144,424 square feet, while parcel 2 will feature an area of 141,280 square feet. Both parcels meet the minimum parcel depth, width, and area requirements as required by the Foothill Boulevard specific plan. And after approval, will feature a total of 3 parcels, with the adjacent parcel located at 2315 Foothill Boulevard, which contains a restaurant use, which is the Panera Bread on site. Due to the 3 parcels sharing the same parking lot, staff has added a condition that would require the applicants to secure a joint use agreement for parking and access prior to the recording of the tentative parcel map. applicant. So staff is recommending that the Development Review Committee conditionally approve case number 3321 TPM based on the staff report and the conditions of approval found in attached draft conditional approval letter.
Thank you, Gabe. I'm going to bring the applicants into the room this time. Okay, it looks like everybody's there. Clay, are you there? Unmute yourself, please.
I am, thanks.
Okay, good. Before we get to committee member questions, do you or anybody else on your team have any comments or questions of us at this time?
No, I appreciate the turnaround and the recommendation from staff. And just a point of note, just FYI, in terms of the condition of a joint use agreement, there is an existing one between the existing parcel and the owner of the Panera parcel, and we've had discussions with them about some minor modifications to it to bring it current, since it was put in place 40 plus years ago. But just want to let you know that we would just be amending that and obviously preserving the parking approvals that are in place with the CUP.
Okay, thank you for that. With that, committee members have any questions or comments at this time?
The Pomona Valley medical use parcel, isn't there also some units, tenants there on that?
Yeah, there are. That's the primary tenant, but so that portion of the building is still a multi-tenant building with there's a animal veterinary or a dentist on the side, correct, Clay?
Yes, there's a vet operation in the northwest corner, and then there's a dentist. Both of those uses have been there for quite some time.
Right. Yeah. Any comments, Cody?
One comment I'd like to add to the conditions is with the lot line that's going to be cutting through this existing building, modifications for firewall enhancements, meeting current fire code and to the acceptance of building and safety should be due as well. So as a condition of the approval for this.
And my understanding is that the applicant was aware of that requirement for this.
We are, and we've done the preliminary analysis, and I think that's possibly been discussed by our contractor with staff. But in any event, yes, we expect to do that work. Presumably, if we obtain approval today of the tentative map, that we would presumably look at doing that work, over hopefully the next 30 days, while the final map is being prepared and recorded at the county.
Yeah, we would definitely need the work to be completed before we send it in for a recordation with the county. But you could do the concurrent final map processing at the same time as getting the permits and construction of that.
Yeah.
Final.
No, I appreciate that. I assume that if we obtain an approval today, that we'll proceed with that. I believe it's maybe a 2 to 3 week schedule.
Okay.
No, that's it for my comments.
Jessica, did you have any comments?
No, I think Cody hit on our concerns as well.
Okay, thank you. I
Thank
just
you.
want to make sure, Cody, you feel that the condition as worded, specifically number 8, will ensure that I know that they're working with the owner of the Panera Bread, but since there is an existing easement in place for reciprocal access and parking, that will require that existing one to be modified appropriately. Should we be reviewing that document?
I believe we should be reviewing it just to make sure that we are in agreement with the language.
So can we modify condition number 8 to say that that the joint use agreement shall be submitted to the city for final review prior to being recorded with the properties? You're okay with that, right, Clay?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay.
Again, just to maybe further clarify, we have basically a finalized draft agreement with that ownership. We simply need to modify it now to incorporate the fact that there will be 3 parties as opposed to 2 parties. But the
Right, so
substantive provisions have already been agreed to with Judd Abrams, who's the owner of that parcel.
okay, so yeah, as soon as you get that finalized, if you could send it on to us just for a quick look at it to make sure we're good. I think that would be satisfy us.
Great.
All right, I don't have any other comments or questions. So with that, is there a motion to approve with the modified conditions?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, you're approved. 3-0. Congratulations. And Gabriel will work with you and Cody will as well and getting the final map, permits for the wall construction, as well as our review of that draft joint use agreement.
Great. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Have a good day, everybody.
Thanks.
That concludes our meeting, our agenda items for today's meeting. So with that, we're going to adjourn to the next Development Review Committee meeting on July